Exercise 7. For this exercise, we're going to calculate the total monthly payment for this loan amount, for this number of years to pay, and for this annual interest rate. Let's click on B9 because this is the monthly payment for the first payment period. So we're going to calculate it for this payment period first and copy it to all the other rows. So we enter the equal sign, and the function we're going to use is called PMT, payment. So it calculates the payment for a loan, assuming that you have constant payments and a constant interest rate per payment period. So our interest rate for the first month is going to be the annual interest rate divided by the number of months. The second argument is the total number of periods to pay off the loan. So that would be number of years times the number of months per year. The third argument is the present value of this loan. Now, the loan is currently worth $200,000, but since it's money that we owe, we put a negative sign in front of it. And the total payment we have to make for the first month on this loan is $1,000 and $1,755.14. Now let's calculate the amount out of this total payment that goes to paying off the interest. The function we're going to use is called IPMT, I for interest. So our first argument is also the monthly interest rate. The second argument is the period for which we are calculating this amount that goes to paying off interest. Now we have 360 payment periods because we have 30 months, and this is currently the first payment period. So we can just reference A9 for that. So this is the period for which we're calculating the amount that goes to paying off interest. The third argument is the number of payment periods, and that would be months per year multiplied by the number of years to pay. And the fourth argument is the present value of this loan. And again, don't forget to put the negative sign in front of the loan amount. And so the answer is $1,666.67. So that's how much out of this total payment will go to paying off the interest. For principal, we're going to use a function called PMT, P for principal. So it returns the payment on the principal. And the arguments for PPMT are exactly the same as IPMT. So it's going to be the monthly interest rate, the period, the number of periods, and the present value of the loan. And the answer is $88.48. So let's just add these two to make sure that it matches the total payment, and it does. So we can just simply copy this now to the remaining rows. We don't need A9 to be absolute because this is going to change along with the payment period that we're calculating the interest and the principal for. So we just need the loan APR, months per year, and number of years to pay, and the loan amount to be absolute. Okay, now we can copy these four all the way to row 368. Okay, so you'll see that every month the payment is constant, but what changes is the amount that goes to paying off the interest and the amount that goes to paying off the principal. But the sum of the amount that goes to interest and goes to principal should be equal to the total payment for that period. So let's summarize our findings up here. So monthly payment is constant, so we can just set it to be equal to B9. Total interest paid is the sum of all our interest payments. So we start at C9. And if you recall, we go all the way to 368, row 368. So this is the total amount that goes to paying off interest and the total amount that goes to paying off principal. Again, we go all the way to 368. Okay,